President Joe Biden has scheduled a state funeral in Washington for former President Jimmy Carter on January 9. Like and subscribe NewzClub for more updates. Biden also declared January 9 as a national day of mourning across the U.S. Carter, the longest-lived former president, died Sunday at his home in Plains, Georgia. He was 100. Biden ordered U.S. flags to fly at half-staff for 30 days from Sunday. Also on Sunday, Carter was honored with a moment of silence before the Atlanta Falcons game at the Washington Commanders. Hours after the 39th President of the United States died. Beyond being a Georgia native who led the country from the White House less than 8 miles away during his time in office from 1977 to 81, Carter was the first president to host the NFL's Super Bowl champions there when he welcomed the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1980. Biden said his fondest memory of Carter happened in the 1970s when the then Georgia governor asked Biden for help with his presidential campaign. "He grabbed me by the arm and said, 'I need you to help with my campaign,'" Biden recalled. "I said, 'I've only been around a couple of years, Mr. Governor.' He said, 'No, it'll make a difference.'" Biden was indeed the first U.S. senator to endorse Carter in his 1976 presidential bid, according to the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library. Biden celebrated Carter's 100th birthday with a video released in October 2024, calling him a moral force for our nation and the world and a beloved friend. President Joe Biden said in a statement that America and the world lost an extraordinary leader, statesman and humanitarian, as well as a man of great character and courage, hope and optimism. Trump, for his part, called Carter a nice man and a terrible president during a G20 summit news conference in June 2019. In the days before Carter's death, Trump, now president-elect, railed against a pair of treaties Carter negotiated during his term regarding the Panama Canal. Carter, a Democrat, served a single term from 1977 to 1981, losing a re-election bid to Ronald Reagan. Despite his notable achievements as a peacemaker, Carter's presidency is largely remembered as an unfulfilled 4 years shaken by blows to America's economy and standing overseas. His most enduring legacy, though, might be as a globe-trotting elder statesman and human rights pioneer during an indefatigable 43-year retirement. Carter became the oldest living former president when he surpassed the record held by the late George H.W. Bush in March 2019. Carter's beloved wife, Rosalynn, died in November 2023. They had been inseparable during their 77-year marriage, and after she passed away. The former president said in a statement that as long as Rosalynn was in the world, "I always knew somebody loved and supported me." The former president attended his wife's memorial events, including a private burial and a televised tribute service in Atlanta, where he was seated in the front row in a reclined wheelchair. He did not deliver any remarks. Carter took office in 1977 with the earnest promise to lead a government as good and honest and decent and compassionate and filled with love as are the American people, following what had started as an unlikely long-shot bid for the Democratic Party's nomination. The former president and First Lady visited more than 130 countries to meet with foreign leaders and other prominent individuals. Carter was still traveling after his 90th birthday. In 2002, he became the first former or sitting U.S. president since 1928 to visit Cuba, where he called on the United States to end its ineffective economic embargo and challenged President Fidel Castro to hold free elections, grant more civil liberties and improve human rights. In 2008, he met with leaders from the Palestinian militant organization Hamas, designated a terrorist group by the U.S. State Department, and from Syria. Thanks for watching NewzClub.